Ski Summit Show 94. This is where we talk about what's important for buying and living in Colorado. Today, we got a special guest, and we're going to talk about the concerning future for local breweries, distilleries, and liquor stores in Colorado and why they are at risk. So we're going to talk about what's happening for fun this weekend, and you're going to get a little bit of an insight as to what tips are for pre-inspection should you get one when selling your home. Today is the 10th of October. I'm your host, Matt Dayton with Cornerstone Real Estate. I'm here with Benji, my live stream producer and sidekick. Hey, Benji. Benji does.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for moderating the chat today, this afternoon. We're going to be, feel free to chime in if you have any questions on anything. And as always, thumbs up, like, we always appreciate it. But either way, we really appreciate you being here. So thanks so much. What do we got on the docket today, Benji?
Well, we have a special guest, JD Hindorff. I feel like I didn't ask him while I had him on. I'm going to bring him on now so he can make fun of me. Did I say it wrong?
No, you actually got it right. Thank you.
All right, cool.
Didn't you live in Germany? That like Hindorff should just roll off your tongue.
Oh, yeah, but I wasn't paying attention. I'm also dyslexic, just so you know.
JD, thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me today.
So JD is going to be talking with us today. He's an expert in the industry of beer and wine and everything going on in Colorado right now, as far as legislation on that. Troop leader. We do Boy Scouts together. Our boys do Boy Scouts. And are you an Eagle Scout or you get up to that rank? I never even.
No, I actually got involved with Boy Scouts because of my son. He loved this.
Oh, okay.
So we just kind of kept at it.
Good. Well, that's always a good reason to get into. Just follow your kids around.
Yeah,
so, absolutely.
That's how I got into hockey.
So I busted my tailbone.
Yeah.
So yeah. So well, we've got we have a lot of interesting things going on right now as far as Colorado goes. The legislature behind beer, wine, liquor, and it starts from coming into grocery stores. Am I right?
It does. We kind of have to have a quick political science lesson here before we do that. We're actually not talking about legislation. We're talking about ballot initiatives. So legislation comes down from our state house and then is passed into law. Ballot initiatives are passed by the populace of Colorado. And so what we're dealing with in the liquor industry is outside elements that are pushing onto the ballot initiatives that we as a populace vote on. And it's a little bit more difficult to disseminate all of the information to the entire population of Colorado and how their votes affect us. So this is not legislation. This is actually initiatives. So there's our political science lesson.
Okay. Good. Well, some good little insight of that. So I was walking out of the grocery store. I feel like this was even a couple of years ago. And I ran into some guy that was getting a petition signed. I'm like, what's the petition for? And he said it's to get wine into grocery stores. I'm like, why the hell would I want wine in grocery stores? He's like, well, it's more convenient and all that. And I'm like, and it never even like the thought, I'm just like, I don't care. Like I didn't sign the petition. I just kept walking. But with hindsight, I think I would have gone back and give that guy a piece of my mind.
Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Ballot initiatives do allow us as the populace to make a decision without having to go to the executive and legislative branches. But the problem is it kind of takes away the accountability of our elected leaders. So they can kind of push this off to us as the voters and say, well, this isn't our fault. This is the voters of Colorado's fault. So it takes away the accountability that our legislation should be holding on as their own.
Kind of like wolves. Oh, different. We won't get on the subject of wolves. We'll stay on track. So why is beer and wine sales transitioning into grocery stores an issue in Colorado right now?
Well, that's kind of a unique thing. In the state of Colorado, we're actually not really regulating alcohol or changing alcohol. We're kind of normalizing how sales are in the rest of the nation. you'll probably have a lot of folks that are coming into Summit County and say, well, I can buy liquor in the grocery stores at my home state. Why is it a big deal here? Well, we in the state of Colorado were kind of like the Old West when it came in for sales and regulations for how we could purchase and sell alcohol. The two main reasons that the craft industry grew up here in Colorado is one, water. If you don't know the answer to something in Colorado, if you don't know the problem to something in Colorado, it's always water.
Right.
Number two is the ability to sell directly to independent liquor stores. Because Colorado had such an independent local liquor stores, you could only own one liquor license to sell. It was much easier for the craft industry to grow up here by selling directly to the liquor stores. So when New Belgium started in the late 80s, early 90s, they sold Fat Tire directly to the liquor stores in Fort Collins.
Makes sense.
I remember as a youth, my friends and my parents driving to Fort Collins to buy New Belgium products. Eventually, they got involved with a larger distribution company in the state of Colorado and were able to sell more alcohol, more beer to more liquor stores, thus expanding their foothold. Well, the rest of the nation doesn't do it that way. So local liquor stores were able to support local breweries and really have kind of a hyper-local clientele of craft breweries.
Okay.
So now is it's much more difficult for a craft brewery to sell into Kroger, which is the main chain that.
Yeah, you don't see those small ones in the grocery store.
Not really. You still see the macro one. I shouldn't call our craft breweries macro, but the larger craft breweries in Colorado, like New Belgium, Upslope,
right,
Odell, you see those in there because they're with a larger distribution supplier and can thus get into the doors of Kroger. The small ones, like we see around Summit County, Outer Range Brewery,
right.
They're not going to be able to get into the Krogers because they just don't have the manpower or the ability to talk to the elements that Kroger has to purchase.
So yeah, if I want now, if the liquor stores go out of business and I want to go buy Angry James 6-pack, 4-pack of something, can't get it.
And that's why a lot of us in the industry that are seeing this happen. I'm trying not to sound pessimistic, but we're worried about the chain effect.
Yeah.
Because if we lose the local liquor stores, we're also going to lose some of the small craft breweries and a lot of the craft distilleries in Colorado because they're not going to have that chain, that link to the community like they had with the independent stores.
Makes sense.
Almost impossible for them to sell into a grocery store.
Yeah.
We're going to lose that diverse market in Colorado if we keep going down this road. Hopefully, our craft breweries and craft distilleries can kind of come up with a alternative solution instead of going lateral in sales, potentially going vertical and selling more out of their tap rooms, out of their distilleries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So hopefully we have a remedy down there. We just don't know what it is yet.
Well, I hope that they do too, because that is such a cool vibe and culture in our Colorado community. Benji, would you jump to that article through the Colorado Public CPR News?
You got it. There we go.
So this was an article that we were looking at. Liquor stores tumble in Colorado as sellers face competition and declining demand. And I think this one mentions some local liquor stores. But looking at the alcohol sales decline in Colorado, that wine one obviously took a huge hit, as you can see. But
down 16%.
Now, JD, are they looking at spirits and hard alcohol going into grocery stores?
That is projected to happen or to be a ballot initiative in the coming years. The goal that I recently heard was hopefully 2026 is when they want to get liquor into grocery stores. So it's probably in the pipeline, and we're probably going to see it in the next 5 to 10 years, if not sooner.
Okay. Is that going to be kind of just the nail in the casket in the
Costco?
In the Costco.
Again, I hope not. I hope that we can find a remedy around that, but it's going to be very difficult. So we're going to have to come up with alternatives. This year alone, a lot of the liquor stores are saying that they're down about 40% in wine sales. And it's mainly because they just can't compete with grocery stores' margins. It's much easier for a grocery store to sell a wine or a beer at a lower margin just to kind of attract consumers and then gradually over time raise the price. They did that with beer. So if you look, beer sales are kind of normalizing, beer prices. But they already garnered that clientele that used to go to the local liquor store.
Okay. Do you think that the Colorado State Legislature is just going to let liquor stores go and this industry go to the way of the dinosaur, or do you think they're going to do anything?
No, I do think that I don't think that they're going to be proactive. The reason for that is in May of this year, I think it was House Bill 1873. Actually, I have it in my notes. It's 1373. It was legislature that was drafted, I believe it was bipartisan, to prevent hard alcohol to be sold in grocery stores, and it failed in committee. There's just there's too much opposition from the big guys for it to move forward. So it never even made it to the floor, which means it doesn't look like we're going to see legislation to support the craft or the independent liquor stores.
That's unfortunate to hear. So, and you and I got talking about this subject because the store that you ran here, that just went out of business, didn't it?
Yeah, that's correct. And unfortunately, we're the first, but we're probably not going to be the last. I heard something that almost 200 liquor stores have closed down in the state of Colorado.
Really?
So it's already affecting it. That's hearsay. I'm not sure if that's a true number or not, but being in the liquor industry, that's the number that I keep hearing.
So, all right.
It's already transitioning to that.
Well, on that bombshell, shall we switch to what's happening for fun this weekend?
Absolutely.
What do we got going on this weekend, Benji?
So this weekend, we've got a spirits festival, the Breckenridge Craft Spirits Festival, and that is October 11th through the 13th.
So that'll be I think at the event tent. Do you know anything about this thing, JD?
Not this year, but I have been involved with companies who were involved in this in the past. And hopefully these kind of festivals, these are the fun things that Colorado is really good at. Yeah. And hopefully festivals like this are the ones that are going to keep our craft spirits going. This is a great way for the local population to support their craft brewers and craft distillers as well. So go out there and go visit these fun places and get some good whiskey and bourbon.
Yeah, and Benji, switch over to the distilleries sponsors one. That'll kind of show
this guy here.
There.
Oh yeah, okay.
There we are. So kind of give you a little.
These are all local. Yeah, they are. Frisco.
Maybe? Yeah, all local ones.
Denver. Yeah.
Yeah. So all Colorado ones. So
Pullman is right here in Frisco.
Yeah. Yep. There we go. So well, that's cool. We just, it is a cool vibe. Hopefully, that can continue and they figure out something. It's a lot of. I mean, the other piece of it is there's a lot of people that are employed by these families these are family-run businesses, local Colorado. So I really hate to see just more corporate greed take over and everybody just goes and works for Kroger and Costco. So let's hope that's not the case. So, yeah. Well, JD, thanks so much for being on with us today. I really appreciate you chiming in with your knowledge and insight on the issue. And good luck with the next career search for you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
And if anybody's JD's for hire. All right, take care. Awesome.
I'm back. Ooh, I'm too big.
I'm too big. I'm huge.
All right. So that brings us now to the market update. Are you going to show your screen?
Yeah. So we got
got last month's data now.
I'm going to do a real estate tip today. So I thought actually would talk about Instead of the market update, we're going to do a real estate tip on to do a pre-inspection or not to do a pre-inspection. So that's what we're looking at today. A lot of folks, when they go to list their property on the market, they clean it up, they make it look as good, they polish it, they shine it, and then they put it on the market. Then it gets an offer, it goes under contract, that buyer gets an inspection, and things come up during the inspection that are a lot of times unexpected. So those might be anything simple from cracked window seals to things that are, maybe a sewer scope thing or something it's usually something big and it's underlying, or maybe it's not even that big. But when a buyer sees it and a buyer's surprised by it, it can really kind of turn things topsy-turvy in a contract. So that's where the pre-inspection comes in. The pre-inspection is before you list your property, you get a home inspector to come in, inspect the property, looking for any of these deficiencies. There's two schools of thought on this. One school is that, well, I actually want to go with the ignorance is bliss theory. And if I don't know about it, I don't need to disclose it, and maybe it won't get discovered. And that's one thought. The other thought is, let's find out what it is. Let's get it taken care of. Let's disclose it to a buyer and let them know it was taken care of. And then it's a done deal, and that buyer already knows about it before you go into it. Even if you don't get it taken care of before you list the property, you can still disclose it to a buyer before they write an offer and before they put it under contract. So it's not a surprise to them. So that's kind of a little bit more the school of thought that I think that is the wiser way to go. Chances are an inspector is going to find it. And when they do, there's always that possibility it could blow up your deal, or it could cost you a lot more money because they want a buyer credit, and the credit might be, more money than what it would be if you were to have been able to shop it, take some time and get it fixed with a little bit more time on your hands. So that said, I'm in favor of a pre-inspection prior to listing your house. Discover those deficiencies, get them taken care of.
How do they normally price pre-inspections? Are they flat rate, or they base it off the size of your home, or what is that?
Yeah, good question. It's the size of the house and then what and type of inspections you want to get done. Because they can go in and they can look for bed bugs. They can look for they can do radon tests, sewer scope, infrared cameras. They can use those, so they can look at the plumbing behind walls, your in-floor radiant heat tubing, see if there could be any possible leaks, that sort of thing. So it really depends on the services.
Okay.
So
well, now we've made it to the MLS check. We've got some houses to look at.
Yeah, let's look at some
pull
houses.
those guys up real quick. 3 new houses here. Did they show up? Yes, they did.
There they are.
All right. Our first one is a $2 million house, $2,200,000 house on 27 Habitat Court in Dillon, Colorado. That looks like a nice area.
It is a great area. This is in the Whispering Pines neighborhood.
Yeah, you got water everywhere.
Yeah, you got Lake Dillon Reservoir right there. You've got the Whispering Pines trailhead right close by. So easy access to the trails. And lots of green space, big green belt area there. Beautiful home. And about 5 minutes from Keystone Ski Resort. So skiing's really close by. Down in Dillon's really close by. Great little spot. So we just actually put this on the market yesterday.
This is like the best spot.
It is a good spot.
I love this.
Yep. Right on.
All right, let's go look at this house. Wow.
Yeah. So this little crow's nest thing up in the top there is super fun. I love that. Really, really well built. Exterior's all recently been painted, landscaped totally. 3-car garage, which having that for all the toys is really great. Kind of an open floor plan, big stacked moss rock fireplace.
My mom would love this. This is totally her style.
Is it? That's
Yeah.
done up so well.
300%.
Cool. What's she usually like?
Literally all this furniture. She
Yeah.
has all this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The way it's
This is
decorated.
exactly
really,
what her place looks like. Yeah.
it's really cute. Yeah.
Mhm.
But kind of some fun colors, kind of some Frank Lloyd Wright type of looks a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Big tall ceilings throughout. Every bedroom's got big, huge, tall ceilings. Soapstone granite, or countertops rather.
I love this shower.
Nice big, yeah. Check out the size of these rooms.
Yeah, this is massive.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice big house. It's 3,624 square feet, 4-bed, 4-bath. Huge rec area downstairs. Yeah. This is your wax room. You skipped over the wax room kind of quick.
Wax room? There was a wax room?
Yeah, for waxing
Oh.
your ski.
I'm so stupid.
Wax room in California or in Colorado may be a little different than a wax room in Arizona.
Yeah. Waxing out here is like your eyebrows or something.
You need a whole room for your eyebrows. The bushy eyebrows.
I thought that's what it was. It's like, oh, they had a cosmetologist? Okay.
We're gonna have to skip over that quickly. I think that's a bocce ball court out there. I'm not sure, but
It's for
bocce-
wrestling.
But it's a wrestling pit.
They just wrestle out there.
Don't look outside. The neighbors are wrestling in their sumo.
Did we
seats.
get to see the crow's nest? I clicked all the way through.
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Go back there. Well, there you can see. Go if you go. No, the other way back.
I wanted to be inside of it.
Oh, you can't go. It's up in the ceiling. So it's just tall vaulted ceiling. I don't know if you can. There were any photos
well.
that featured the crows.
I thought it was going to be like a reading nook or something.
Oh yeah, no, it's just a vaulted ceiling area with lots of sunlight and stuff.
That's still nice. I like that.
It's a good question though.
That's a really awesome house. All right, this next one is 188 Peerless Drive, and it looks to be that way. Breckenridge.
Yes. Huge house in Breckenridge. This puppy is 6,213 square feet. That trail out the back there is the Shock Hill cross country ski trail. So you got cross country ski trail right behind you,
Wow.
right at the top of the luge, which is a ski run that nice big steep hill on the cross country trail.
Look at this thing.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Right near gondola access, so you can walk over to the gondola, walk down to
This
town.
is like a premier office building almost.
Totally. It kind of has that look a little bit.
It's just huge. Yeah.
Huge, beautiful views, lots of stone. Get some solar panels on there. That's pretty.
Look at that door. I wonder if the hinge is on the door or in the middle here.
I bet it's somewhere. Yeah, I bet it's like one of those frameless door type of things. Yeah, look
This
at that.
fireplace is incredible.
That is cool. I like the way it's just open on the corner.
Yeah, this whole space is so cool.
Yeah, no, it is really, really pretty. Nice and open. A lot of stone. Ooh, that's
Ooh.
cool.
Look at that.
Is it like a
Oh
accordion
man, and then there's a
style?
fireplace behind a fireplace.
Oh, that is cool. I love the mirrored image on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got a chef's
Really
kitchen.
cool looking app. There it is.
That's awesome.
V stove.
That's a few burners on that puppy.
This is really cool.
Yeah, a little breakfast nook in there.
With the whole bench and everything.
Yeah, there's lots of little just seating areas, seating spots.
What is this here? Is this a microwave?
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be a microwave in there. I love the mixture of the counters. That's pretty. Look at that. They picked a perfect time to photo this too, of your colors. Look at that.
Man.
That is, wake up in
This
the
is
morning to
excellent.
that. Soaking tub with the windows all around it. Wow, there's a counter space. My wife could fill that counter space. It is amazing.
Don't get in trouble now.
Oh man, she's never gonna watch this.
If you don't watch it.
She don't watch this.
You're showing your screen doing banking.
They do whatever.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Yeah.
This is real. Oh man.
Check that out.
And it looks like there's an elevator right
Is there
here.
a wine rack underneath there?
There's
Oh,
a
yeah,
wine
look at
rack, and then there's like stairs that are like
open
just
treads. I
sweeping
love the
stairs.
open treads. That is definitely a handsome house. I hope to
Oh
get in this
man,
one.
cool looking pool table too. These guys have got incredible taste.
Love to get in this listing.
Theater.
Look at that. Yeah, it was built in 2018, so it's pretty new, and it shows.
Awesome bunk room.
Nice. That is cool.
Wow. This is just the coolest house. Like every room has got awesome features in it.
It does. And the gym. Look at that
The
gym.
gym. Yeah.
With the sauna.
I'll be honest with you. Of all the houses we've looked at, this is the best gym I've seen in any house.
This is a nice gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did a good job. It looks like a spa. Look at that. That's
I
beautiful.
wonder, is this ever functional or is this just like a river of rocks?
I think it's just a river of rocks. I want a river of
So
rocks.
nice.
That's actually, yeah, with the good xeriscaping feature. Look at that.
You could film a TV show here.
Yes, totally could. It looks like it would host some kind of reality TV show. Yeah, I like that
Whoa.
house a whole lot.
Is this that trail you were talking about?
Yep, that's the ski trail right there. Yeah.
Killer house. Killer.
Very cool.
Easily
So-
one of my favorites.
yeah, so
I was not
so-
expecting that today.
so for 10.5 million, it can be yours.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Here's coming another one at about a tenth of that value.
Yeah,
$1,100,000. This is
What a
102
value.
Lake Ridge.
What a value. So we're jumping over to Keystone. This is one of our listings. We just brought this on the market a couple days ago, and it is a 2-bed, 2-bath, Seasons of Keystone. Really modern look, brand new looking, built in 2019. Yeah, nice big tall stacked stone fireplace.
I love that this is open too.
Yeah, and the cool thing actually about that, those beams is you could add a bedroom to this one.
Mudroom.
Yeah,
I love the kitchen. The kitchen is really, really nice.
Super clean. Yeah.
Waterfall.
Yep. Really did a good job with that. Primary bedroom upstairs.
I have this in my room.
You have what?
This right here.
What are you pointing at?
This
Oh,
dresser.
the dresser. Couldn't see your
I
mouth.
have this right here too, yeah. And I have that bed. Oh my gosh.
This is
They
your
have my
set.
whole bedroom set.
That's your whole set. That's funny.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Great looking property though.
There's a lot of stuff in here. There's only 1,000 square feet.
Yeah, it's really efficient. Super
Yeah, it's got
efficient.
lots of stuff.
Right near the Snake River.
I've seen that bridge before.
Yeah, walk down to the ponds, do a little fishing derby with the kiddos. It's got you got the hot tub, fire pit, amenities, great storage. It's got big storage locker for bikes and skis and stuff downstairs. And
This is
just-
so pretty. This whole
then
area right here.
yeah, just a hop, skip, and a jump over to the base of Mountain House.
Man. I think that's my favorite condo so far, and mostly
Yeah.
just because they have my furniture in it.
They got your taste. That's well, you know, they got good taste. So that wraps it up. Well, awesome.
does.
Thank you, Benji. Appreciate it. We're taking a hiatus for the winter holidays, so just keep that in mind. Our last episode for 2024 is going to be on November 7th. So you can stay connected with me on Facebook and Instagram. And until then, we'll see you again here. Thanks for joining us and have a great day. We'll see you in the mountains soon. Take care.